We're not broken, just bent. And we can learn to love again. That's what our opening theme is for today's reading, which is coming quite late, even though it's still beautiful outside. We're almost to sunset, you know? I love this part. Nothing is as bad as it seems. Will come clean. Give me a reason. Just a reason to know that we are not broken, just bent. Okay, so we can learn to love again. Of course we all can. So what we're going to do is, oh Lord, we're working with the Oracle of Shadows and Light and with the Shapeshifter deck for everybody. I'll be alternating back and forth. The items that you're going to choose from are going to be the Hippie plant basket, the stained glass sailboat, the stained glass globe, and the little Christmas scene. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have this be earth. We're obviously going to have the boat be water. We're going to have this blown glass be fire. That's my soul color. And then we'll have this be air. Okay? So those are our items. I hope you guys can remember what you chose. And while I write these things down, I will let you know that if anyone's new to my page, welcome. I do have my work line on right now. If we get a phone call, I will have to continue this because I have to work. Okay, so hippie basket, fire, sailboat, water. How interesting. Sailboat, water. So there was a ding on that. Sailboat, water. Do you live on a sailboat? I used to have a sailboat. I could have lived on it. Stained glass globe. Stained glass globe. Who did we say the stained glass globe was? Fire. Why did I say the hippie basket was fire? Didn't I say that was earth? Yeah, we're going to make that earth. Sorry, guys. Earth, sailboat, water, stained glass is fire, and snow scene is air. Snow scenes. That's frozen emotion, people. What's going on there? So if anybody's new to my page, welcome. And if you are enjoying these videos, please click like and share it with other people, as well as subscribe if you haven't, so that you get notification of the videos. If anybody would like help with a private reading, dream analysis, long distance Reiki healing, if you would like to purchase a ceremonial sage wand. Do I have one to show you that's done? Here's one. I haven't got it wrapped in its leather yet, but here's a jumbo, right? I've got different sizes. I've shown you guys all before. If you would like to purchase a Reiki charged diffuser bracelet, this is a man's, right? Everything will have a different. This is soda light and black lava stone. I have different crystals. So you get the energy from the crystals, you get the energy from the Reiki healing, and you get the Reiki from the healing from the essential oils. So healing from the Reiki, healing from the crystals itself, healing from the essential oils. And they're beautiful. So women, this, I'm not even wearing mine because, where is it? I don't even know if I have one left for me. I've sold and the ones in my life, I've given presents to people in my life, and I thought that I had one that I could show that was left, but I think, is it gone? I don't want to take up time trying to show it to you, but I'll give you an idea of what it looks like with the one that actually, well, it's like that one, but it's smaller, right? For a woman, it's a finer. I have one here, but and then I also make pet jewelry, collars. So it's jewelry for yourself and for your little prince and princess, right? My cats are all wearing Reiki charged healing jewelry. Oh, here's the females. This is my one. Everything else is gone. So here's a females, right? This is kiwi round and agate is in here, as well as the rose, kind of dusty rose colored lava stone. And there's a little key on there with the brass accents. So that's the woman's size. And here's the males, right? And they'll all have something a little bit different, but you can see the difference. But And then if you would like to purchase a pet collar, all of my cats are wearing Reiki charged crystal jewelry, because I've always, I have an older cat, so I use the Reiki for his arthritis and for his joints and for keeping him calm and helping him get along with the other cats. And with the other two that came in, they were very, very stressed, very, very anxious. And of course, they had illness as well. One had a head cold and one has teeth problems. This was my cat Lily's, her collar. I haven't been able to let anyone else have one. So this is hers, but this is an example. Hers was very special. It has sterling little bobs and sterling Brighton pendant, and hers was made with jasper and clear quartz crystal. So these are all the items that I offer, and there's a lot. There's more. Go look at my website and see if there's something on there that you find intriguing. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. No, it's not. That's what it used to be. It's www.theangelswhisper.com. And my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. Okay? Oh, God. Got through that. You know, I did that in 6 minutes, so that's not too bad. And the reason it was called, my website was called The Whispers of Angels instead of The Angels Whisper, is that I already made my page, right? My business, everything, and I was hesitating on my domain name just because I was trying to get the website set. And by the time I got it set, somebody had swiped my name. So I had to go a whole year calling my business The Whispers of Angels. And now it's what it should have always been, The Angels Whisper. All right. So we're starting with fire signs. And what a shock, Sandy. We're starting with... No, we're not. Are we? No, we're not. Yay! We're starting with earth signs. Okay. I'm going to alternate back and forth. And I thought, you know, we're starting with this oracle of shadows and light because, oh my God, that's freaking, we always start with that, with fire, but we're not. We're going to start with earth, or those who chose the hippie plant basket, which I love. Okay. So here we go. And as soon as I said that about earth signs, my friend Scott sent me a message. How funny is that? You know, synchronicities. So this is definitely supposed to be for earth signs. No mistakes at all. What did he say? Sounds too good to be true. What? Oh, yeah. Somebody was advertising a 79 Ford roll-along camper vehicle for $150, saying we need to get rid of it. I said, it's not. He goes, sounds too good to be true. I'm like, yeah, well, the universe might want me to have it. Okay. How else am I going to travel with 3 cats, right? Without a trailer or a little traveling home. Here we go. At 7 minutes and 51 seconds, for those who chose the earth or hippie basket, here's your main message. The ghosts of the past. So the ghosts of the past return for a time. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is a time where you're going to be running into people from the past. This is a time you're going to be thinking about people from the past. This could be happy news for you. This could be not so happy news for you. This could be a time where when you run into people, maybe you've gone away and you've done some work, right? You don't have a mask on, right? They're still wearing a mask. So you have kind of come through something, but you're going somewhere. Maybe this is a Christmas function, right? Family function. And you're going to be running into people that you were associating with before. It might be friends, might be family, might be people, exes, right? People that you want to see. It might be people you don't want to see. And sometimes it's because, you know, you run into people that you used to hang with when you maybe had a different lifestyle, and your lifestyle isn't that anymore. So now it's kind of like, that's kind of a bad reminder. I don't want to be reminded of that. Why is that coming up now? That's not cool. I've got my life together. I don't need to be thinking about this right now. But the reason it happens is because it's coming to show you either how far you've come, or maybe someone's going to tempt you to try and fit in again. Come along, let's go out, right? And you may be tempted to go, but you're not going to put your mask on. You're not going to be pretend to be like that anymore because you've changed, you've grown, right? It's also maybe giving you an opportunity when you run into people to actually set the record straight and let them know things that you maybe didn't say before. You know, stand your ground and say, look, this is who I am. You're going to face them. You're going to show them who you are, and you're not afraid of them. You might have been before. And again, it might be ones that come back that you have missed and that you've wanted to see. But it's a reconciliation. A reconciliation doesn't mean you're going to get back together. It just means we're going to reconcile our differences, right? This wasn't okay what you did. And I'm letting you know that. And I don't want anything to do with that. I bless you on your journey, but I go my way, you go yours. Or, wow, I haven't seen you in a really long time. I'm not who I was before. This is who I am. Or, wow, look how far I've come, right? This is where I was and this is where I'm at now. So it's all these different things coming together at this time. It could be that you see somebody that comes up that brings up a really difficult memory, and it's time for you to forgive that and let it go. That's why it's there, just so that you can release the past, so that you can move forward. Whatever it is, the ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's happening to me too right now. You know, I have family back in Wisconsin that I love, and there are people that I'm connected to through the family that, you know, it's definitely the ghosts of my past. And you don't have to turn and run and be their enemy, right? You just have to detach and realize that that's not my life anymore. That's not what I want. Look how far I've grown, and I can still be a generous person, a kind, blessed person, and bless you on your journey and not have an issue with you. It's just not my choice, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the relationship cards because I think they're easier, they're quicker. We could use, I think I'm going to use the Spirit Oracle. That might be I'll see. Hold on. Do we want to use the Spirit Oracle? What other way could we use this in a very easy way? What would work really, really easy? No, we're not. We're going to use the Universal Love deck. And what we're going to do is, the cards aren't that sexy. It's my very first deck from 100 years ago. I'll show you the box. It's beaten to hell. It's one of my very first boxes. Look at this. This is the Universal Love deck, and it's been redone, and it's got beautiful, gorgeous cards now. But these cards are just little cards. And, I don't know. Sometimes the stuff from the past needs to come back, and it's good, right? Because there's something in this deck. They've redone this deck. The pictures are pretty, but there's something missing. One of the cards isn't the same, and I don't like it. I like this deck. So let's see. We're going to start with Capricorn. We'll go to, okay, so we'll do Cap, we'll do Taurus, and then we'll do Virgo, okay? So Capricorns, the ghosts of the past. What is this in regards to for you? Isn't that funny? My friend Scott, he's a ghost from my past. He's my friend I grew up with, right? Junior high school. Kind of separated, through high school and our whole entire lives until just, a few years back. We connected again once, maybe like 7-8 years ago, and then didn't see each other again until this last year. And it's just like you've got themes like that where people that, you've known them forever, they'll always probably be your friend, right? Okay, Capricorns. Ghosts of the past return. So there's a new birth of some sort. Capricorns. Or it might be somebody that you've known since you were a child. Interesting. And this is the Phoenix rising. So to me, when I read the card, I look at that and I see the Phoenix rising. That's what I see. I see this is sacral energy, sexual energy, creativity, ghosts from the past. So it may be somebody that had something to do with business. This looks like a gold coin to me as well, right? So maybe an old business partner. It could be someone that you've known since childhood. Now, another message here is there's something new that's coming. It could be a project, right? So maybe you are going to be moving forward with a project. Maybe there's a rebirth of a project that you had with an old partner, because they're talking about seeds that have been planted in the past that now come to a harvest. So maybe that's what's happening. This is a reminder that you're moving into like a more abundant phase of your life. So the ghost of the past returns. It may be an idea, a project that you had, or like I said, a partnership that you had. So those are all the different meanings for Capricorn. So for Taurus, how do the ghosts of the past affect you in your life? Direct neutrality on all levels. I did turn my work line off because I don't want to be interrupted. So I'm trusting that Spirit will bring me the calls afterwards so I don't miss them, because I do need them. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Taurus. Ghosts of the past. How do they work for you? I didn't want to be disrupted. Oh, wow. Now that's interesting, Taurus, because it's birth, but it's in reverse. So this is a time where maybe you're going to look back on a project that did not work out. Something did not work out. There was not a new birth. There was not a new beginning. And it's coming back, and sometimes, like I said, you look at it and you think to yourself, why is this coming back to smack me in my face? It's not. It's maybe coming back to show you what you need to work on. It's coming back to show you, like, what could I do differently to make a different result? Or maybe it's showing you what you have learned so that you don't want to keep repeating the same mistake. Keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result is insanity. So the ghosts of the past are showing you, are bringing back something that did not take place, did not harvest, did not. So what have you learned since then? Right? You want to turn this around so that you rise above it, right? A creative project, a passionate beginning. It's a reminder. So it could be that you're going to run into an ex and it didn't fly. It didn't fly, right? You lost money on this project. You lost, maybe this was somebody that you had a lack of self-worth with, or maybe they made you feel this way. So you've taken off your mask and you're realizing this is not in my highest good, and it's not a loss to me. I realized it never was in my highest good. Sorry, see? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Funny, because this is angel phantom quartz. It's like a phantom, the ghosts, right? Coming back. Virgo, how does this apply to you? Song right now, we fell in love in a hopeless place. Fell in love in a hopeless place. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality, Virgos. Moon tree. Okay, so the moon is always representative of Pisces, but it's also representative of secrets. It's also representative of your intuition, the nurturing, loving energy, right, that we hold all within us. So you, Virgos, maybe you have Pisces in your chart, or you're connecting with someone that has Pisces in their chart. There may be secrets that are coming out about the past that you're finding out about. And it might be family secrets or to do with family, because this is a family tree. It could be work family. It could be your own personal family. But secrets, definitely. It could be that there's ideas coming back. Like right now, the song, We Fell in Love in a Hopeless Place. Something I've got to let go. We fell in love in a hopeless place. So it wasn't something had blocked these two, right? But you fell in love through a difficult time. So right now it's talking about conditions are right at this time. They say that whatever it is that's going on, or with this that's coming back from the past, they're talking about positive energy filling this whole situation and expecting positive results. Your shadow crosses mine, see? Your shadow crosses mine, so you're going to run into someone who feels like family. You fell in love in this hopeless place. You've taken off your mask. You're no longer going to hide who you are. The roots run deep. That's how you fell in love. So right now, Spirit's saying that the ideas that you have and the intuition that you are picking up and what you're feeling about this is well-founded. Trust it. Things are very fertile right now, and they want you to actually branch out with whatever this is. Project, personal, but clearly the song is talking about a relationship. So the masks are going to come off. We're going to reveal how I truthfully feel. Intuitively, I have felt this energy, and we've fallen in love in a hopeless place. It felt hopeless, but the roots, they ran deep. And I'm going to run back into that. We're running into each other again. I know that. You know that. We fell in love in a hopeless place. I never felt it was hopeless, but others might have thought so. But it's grounded. It's earthy. There's love and there's healing and there's truth that needs to be spoken and the masks that need to be removed. Really clear. Virgo, interesting. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Where do we go to now? The Sailboat, water. And we're working with the Shapeshifters. Shocking. Song right now. Hold the line. I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. Stay strong. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heartache. Just another product of today. So somebody had been through hell and they have decided that instead of being hunted, they would be the hunter. They don't want to be anyone's prey. You're lying there face up and you say, you know what, you're a natural. You got to be so cold to make it in this world. That's what this one has believed. That's so wrong. And you're a natural. Cold as ice. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the little stained glass sailboat. So that sailboat has got the color, the bottom is rooted, red, passion. Sail is blue, truth, calm, peace. And green for love and healing. That's the way that boat should be sailing across its emotional waters. Look at the mermaid underneath, looking right up at that boat, right? You don't want the colors to represent depression, hot-headedness, and greed and jealousy. That'll blow you away. That'll be the person who's singing this song. I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. I'm just a product of the day. This person should have got ghosts from the past. Changed my ideas. Correct for neutrality. However, maybe you are a water sign with Virgo in your chart, right? Like the last message. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the little sailboat or water sign, I've got water in my chart. I'm a Pisces moon. Here we go. Your main message. The unending sadness of looking back. The endless regret. Replaying the past. Negative nostalgia. Obsessive grief. This is like the song right now. Right? This one was hunted. You got to be cold in order to make it. This one's holding on to a negative memory. This is a fossil. This is dead. It's old, ancient history. But it's continuing to make this one sad. The endless sadness of looking back. 3 and 6 is 9. You've got everything you need to move forward, light worker. Everything to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. You've got all the tools. And yet you choose to, like this song, I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. You choose to not go anywhere. You choose to hold on to that sadness. And to you, it's not over. It's not dead because you're reliving it. You're thinking about it. You're talking about it. It's nostalgia and it's regret. Maybe it's regret of what didn't I do? Or what happened to me? Or what did I allow? Or why didn't I? Whatever it is, it's the past. And you're giving it power. So Spirit says you need to let it go because it's draining your energy. The past hurt you, right? And now you're saying, I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. And you got to be cold. But when you're cold, you're hurting yourself. You're suffering, and it's your own self that's making you suffer. You are allowing the past to feed off of your energy, and you are choosing to be the victim. You are being a martyr to your own sadness. It's a fossil. So let it go. Song right now. I like me better when I'm with you. This is slowly killing yourself, right? So Spirit says, come back to this place of pain. Bury that past. Let it go. Let it be a memory. Recognize your lessons and then move forward. You like yourself better when you're with someone else, then go there. Let go of the past. Right now, you've got this compulsive need to overanalyze and go over and over and over a rotten issue, thinking that life has robbed you or cheated you, forgetting that you're alive. Every day you get to choose to be happy or depressed. You're fixated on childhood pasts, on obsessions. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? How could this happen? Why did this go this way? It happened for a reason. It had to happen. And you need to fight the urge to look back because it's over. So correct for neutrality on all levels. We'll start with Pisces. What is the unending sadness of looking back, Pisces? I might have to tell you something. I like you better when I'm with you. Sounds like this guy's telling us a lot, but not talking to the person he wants to talk to. Right? I might have to tell you something. You think? Or do you want to hold on to that fossil and just be totally depressed? I stayed for the long time. I knew. When I came, I stayed for a long time because I knew I liked myself better with you. Correct neutrality on all levels. Pisces. The unending of sadness of looking back. Okay, this was in reverse. So look at here. Look at this mermaid, angel, with this magic wish. It's like the genie's bottle, right? And the fish jumping. Was the fish jumping into that bottle or jumping out of that bottle? Well, it was upside down. So that mermaid held a wish in her hands, and it was that fish, and he jumped out. You're the Pisces. You were her wish. But you jumped out of that bottle. And you've been in your emotional waters. I posted a song. I'm going to share it with you guys. It's this story. I knew that this was coming up for a reason. I'd never heard the song before. It's called Lights On. No, yeah. Would you believe me now if I told you I got caught up in a wave? Think about this. I got caught up in a wave, right? Almost gave it away. Would you rather hear me out if I told you I was terrified for days? thought I was going to break. Oh, I couldn't stop it. I tried to slow it all down, crying in the bathroom, had to figure out with everyone around me saying, you must be so happy now. Oh, if you keep reaching out, then I'll keep coming back. And if you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. If you leave the light on, then I'll leave the light on. And I'm finding out that there's just no other way, that I'm still dancing at the end of the day. If you leave the light on, then I'll leave the light on. And do you believe me now that I always had the best intentions, babe? Song right now. A bullet hit her like happiness hit her like a bullet in the back. This is also a drug hitting your vein, right? Always wanted to stay. Can you feel me now? That I'm vulnerable in oh so many ways. Oh, and I'll never change. I couldn't stop it. I tried to figure it out, but everything kept moving and the noise got too loud, with everyone around me saying, you should be so happy now. If you keep reaching out, I'll keep coming back. And if you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. And if you leave the light on, and I'm finding out there's just no other way, I'll leave the light on. And if you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Would you leave the light on? If you keep reaching out, I'll keep coming back. But if you're gone for good, I'm okay with that. There's just no other way. I'm still dancing at the end of the day. If you leave the light on, then I'll leave the light on. And I said, the light's on bright, babe. Because this is what you're saying. I got caught up in a wave and I got tossed. And you fell out. The song right now, the dog days are over. The dog days are done. The horses are coming. The horses represent spiritual assistance, forward movement. You have to turn this around. You have lost something and you're sad. You jumped out of this genie's bottle. This mermaid held a genie's bottle. Now the genie's bottle could have been a dream job. It could have been a romance. It could have been anything. And you were in it. You were this mermaid's wish. And you were in her hand. But you went back into the water. You got tossed by that wave. So you are the one that gets to turn it around. There's all these fish in the sea, right? But she's looking at that one that was in here. That was her wish. And look at, he's on his way. But not right now. It's a choice. So the song, happiness hit them like a bullet in the back. Dog days are over. Dog days are done. Horses are coming. Run. Run away from the sadness. Run away from the darkness. Pisces. Scorpio. How does this affect you? The unending sadness of looking back. Scorpio. How does this affect you? This is about someone who should have known better. And that's maybe what the sadness was. Look at this. So Scorpio, soulmate in reverse. You're sad because you're looking back on a soulmate. Someone that you thought was your soulmate. But you know what? Right now I got a message about, I'm trying to think of which sign it was. I think it was I think it was Pisces actually. And I don't know who they were connected to. It might be Scorpio. But I think it was a fire sign though. They thought someone was their soulmate. And it was a soulmate. But it was a karmic soulmate. It wasn't a twin soul. A twin soul will never treat you disrespectfully. They will never make you sick. They will never want you to do things that hurt yourself. They will never keep you bound in a toxic environment. That is a karmic twin. So this is an unending looking back of a soulmate relationship, Scorpio, and it was in reverse. So it's about letting it go. It was not meant to be. It's not a mistake. It isn't a mistake. Whatever happens for a reason. Even the Pisces that thought that one that they were with was a soulmate. There can be family that's soulmate. That's where I'm meant to be. But they keep me tied down. They keep me in a place of toxic energy. It's not good for me. Somebody can be a soulmate. It doesn't mean you're meant to be with them. It means that they're there to teach you a lesson. So in this representation, there was a soulmate connection. And it was in the reverse. It wasn't what you thought it was. It was you thought you had connected with someone that you were going to spend the rest of your days with. But or a family member or a friend that you thought really was going to be there for life, but they were not. So it's time to let it go. Cut it free. Song right now. I reach for your hand, you pull away. And I ask you what's on your mind. Then you said, I made a dumb mistake. And your voice begins to tremble and shake. That bottle on the counter wasn't your friend's, it was my mate's. And my friends say, I know you love her, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter. Put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go. It'll be all right. So that's what Spirit wants you to do. Let it go. It wasn't meant to be. It might have been very painful, but you've got to let it go. Cancer, how does this affect you? The unending sadness of looking back. Correct neutrality, Cancer. Okay, so you've got an unending sadness of, and I know how this actually applies to one of my clients, about birth. I'm holding on, I'm wanting this, I'm sad because I want this birth and it hasn't happened. This person's not able to have a child. And they're holding on, they're obsessively replaying and holding on. Why did it happen? Why was I not able to? And you need to release it. Not the idea. You need to release the attachment to it. You need to let it go and allow what's meant to happen to happen. Cancers, you're holding on to a birth of something, a project. You're holding on. And maybe you're holding on to what didn't happen in the past, but there will be a new birth. There will be a new way of something to be done. It could be a project, again, like I said, a passionate beginnings, but I'm looking at the embryo and a child in here. The unending sadness of holding on to something that's long gone, dead. But this is a rebirth. So this talks to me about, this is in the upright, right? The past is done. And this is a spiritual birth. This is telling you that seeds will come to harvest. Now, whether you will have a baby or whether you will, now there was confirmation on that. Bing, there was a bing on that. There may be a baby. Maybe it will be in vitro fertilization. Maybe it will be an idea that you germinate and it will grow. There was something that you were sad about, and you've got to let the past go, because holding on to that negative energy stops this from happening. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And interesting, this song right now, Let Her Go, Sorry Mate, Have a Drink. I'm thinking another thing that I was shown, somebody lied to someone, told them that this person was gone, they didn't want them, and encouraged them to drink. This person got very upset and did just that and went on a bender, and it was a lie. So be careful about who your friends are. Correct for neutrality, we go now to the stained glass. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing. Stained glass globe, and it's of course shadows and light, because it always is with us. I'm laughing. Mr. Independence, Miss Independence, keep your distance. This is the song about somebody who miss on your own. I'll do it on my own. Don't help me off my throne. Slipped and fell in love. Woo! Somebody pushing love away. Miss on her own. Miss almost grown. Never let a man help me off my throne. This sounds like me. Keeping my heart protected, so I'll never feel rejected. Little misapprehensive. Ooh, I fell in love. Wow. It could be me. It could be a man, right? Somebody was not wanting to fall in love and they slipped. Remember that song that who was it that Virgo got? Fell in love in a hopeless place. All right, fire signs, or those who chose the stained glass globe. It looks like a hot air balloon. Look at it. Doesn't it? Let's call it peace and happiness. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's this one. Wow, it's time to be brave. If you're going to give me that line, you better not start. You miscalculated. Didn't want to end up jaded. I decided not to miss out on true love. So I'm changing my misconception. Went in a new direction. Found inside, I felt a connection. I fell in love. So it's time to be brave, fire signs. Woo! Pick up the sword. We are standing here as the Queen of Swords in the Highlands. This is interesting. This looks like my mom. My mother and I have this natural hair color, right? My mother had green eyes, and she was a Highland dancer. She danced the Highland dance with swords in Canada as a teen. That's interesting to me. So this may be in regards to somebody's mother. Somebody's mother may be involved. My mother's helping me because I asked my mother for help. And she's telling me it's time to be brave. And right now, I don't want to fight with you. And it doesn't have to be a love. It could be a family member, and I think it is in my case. But you have to stand up for yourself. You don't want to fight. You avoid conflict at all costs. You'd rather be a loving person, but you need to speak your truth, and you need to not back down. And it feels awkward, being that, angels of light were taught to love and turn the other cheek and be, forgiving and compassionate and long-suffering. However, Spirit's saying enough is enough, right? Right now, you need to stand firm, take up the sword, and there's a threat around you. And when the threat's over, you're going to be the victorious one. I'm going to be the victorious one. So I'm standing here before you saying, see this sword? I know how to wield this sword, right? I know I'm not to be aggressive, but I can fight my battles. We are peaceful warriors, but we know how to use that big fucking sword. And Spirit is telling us right now, it's time to be fearless and strong and go into battle and get done what needs to get done. Whether tears fall, because it's a time of truce that's done. No more allowing people to take what we've worked so hard for when they should have been working themselves. No longer where we allow people to walk over our boundaries and step on top of us. We're going to cut cords from people who are not giving, but only taking and draining of our energy. We're going to go into battle, and we are not going to feel guilty. We're not going to feel sorry, because Spirit is telling us, if we don't do this, we are neglecting our own self-protection. So we need to honor ourselves and not back down. Wow. Song right now, I like that you're broken. This is somebody, these aren't my people, these aren't my friends. This is somebody who meets some girl at a party and hooks up with her. Interesting. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Time to not be okay with that bullshit in your life. Correct for neutrality. So let's start with Aries. Aries, how does this apply? You're supposed to be brave in what sense? The sword of truth comes out. Don't you feel guilty? Don't you feel bad? You stand your truth. You stand your boundaries. You stand in your integrity. Spirit's got your back. When Spirit tells us to go to battle, they have our back. We are already the winner. We are already victorious. Know that. Aries, goddess of war. This is when Spirit's telling us to use that fiery temper and go. And it's in a passionate cause, it's a righteous cause. This is not arrogance. This is not pride, ego pride. This is spiritual backing. And you know what I'm looking at? I can't help but see the eye of the tiger. And look at the color of her hair, right? I have the eye of the tiger. And I'm fighting. I'm dancing through the fire because I'm a champion. And you're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. I'm cutting cords to the past. No longer will you walk on me. Fire signs. Universal heart. Now this is upside down. When I look at this picture, this is really interesting to me. Because I know whose face that is. I know whose face that is. Those lips, that cleft chin, the beard, those blue eyes, crystal eyes. You look like Jesus. And you're in reverse. So right now, you're gonna be brave about this situation. I'm trying to understand how to read this card, because generally when you get this card in upright, you're not looking at this person. You're looking at the dots. See the chakra lights, the stars lining up here? And you're supposed to focus on this beryl crystal, dead center. And as you focus on that beryl crystal, everything else in the background blurs, and you don't see that person. You don't see. And I feel like what I'm getting from this is, you ask yourself, what does this reflect back at you? Well, I know that face. This is the one that I gave my heart to. I know that face. And this one was in reverse. Now, when I look at it like that, what do I see? If I blur my eyes, somebody was upside down. Somebody was upside down. When you look at it, you're supposed to focus on it and see the stars that reveal themselves, okay? So let's focus on this dot. Allow everything to blur. These ones line up. They're lined up. They're in line. They keep standing out to me. The eyes keep standing out to me. So Spirit wants you to look beyond this person. Look beyond this image that you see. What is it? I can't tell you what it means to you, what you see when you look at this image. I've got to turn the radio down for... No, I have to leave it on because there might be a message. I'm trying to see what I'm looking at. I'm seeing an animal. I'm seeing a penguin. Do you see the right here? The eyes, this is the body. This is an emperor penguin. I see a penguin up, an emperor penguin upside down. So the emperor penguin totem. Can you see him like I see him? I see him very clearly. Emperor penguin totem. It calls for self-discipline and determination so that you can achieve your goals. Now, isn't that intriguing? When I looked at this, right, it wasn't this person. When I look at that card, I see the love of my life, right? Song right now, I want you to be happier, so I'll go. That's what I would see if I saw that in the upright. I see the face of the love of my life. But in reverse, I see an emperor penguin standing there. Now, the emperor penguin, isn't that interesting? So sometimes we look at something, we think that the issue is that, and it's not that. It's something different. So the emperor penguin is talking about self-discipline and determination so that you can achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve. It helps you to have it teaches you about having grace when it comes to how you feel in your emotions and the way you act. And it tells you that you've got the strength and the fortitude to overcome whatever struggles. And the penguin is a symbol of renewal. Wow. Now that, to me, is freaking unbelievable. I would have not thought that if I had not seen the emperor penguin. I would have looked at this and thought, okay, that's the love of my life. You're telling me to cut cords. You're telling me to walk away. You're telling me to stand strong. You're telling me to not allow this to happen. But when I turn it in reverse and I so easily saw that, and you know what's interesting? As I'm seeing this emperor penguin and he's wearing sunglasses. See the sunglasses? And you know what? And the song right now, oh, this is a trip to me. So the emperor penguin, it's a base totem. So it's like, if you have an emperor penguin, which is what we all have right now, Aries, roaming around us, it's about going for a dive with a splash. Going in for a dive with a splash. Wow. It's the opposite of what we thought. Isn't that interesting? And Spirit has said that sometimes things are not as they seem. I've got it on my dream board. Things are not always what they seem. It's not that bad. And there's my emperor penguin, right? That's incredible to me. So Aries signs, it's time to be brave, and it's time to take a leap of faith and dive into something. There's something that's going to be renewed. Wow. Wow. And we have been maybe fighting it because we're afraid to. We're not wanting this to happen. We're not wanting someone to take advantage of us. We're not wanting to go back to something that was upside down, right? We're protecting our hearts. But Spirit is saying, wow, there's something that's going to be a renewal. And we want you to be brave and take that leap of faith. Holy shit kicker. All right, so we go to fire signs. Sagittarius. How does this apply for you? Oh, this is tripping me out big time. I can't tell you. Okay, Sagittarius, something is in reverse. This creative project, you had a wish. You thought you had it in your hands. Or this love. Sexual energy, seed of creativity. You had your eye on that fish, but it jumped out of the water, or you dumped it out. Whatever it is, it's time to be brave. It wasn't going, you're not to allow something to happen. You need to cut away. This is about work. So this is talking about not allowing ones to take what you have worked so hard for, right? Something slipped out of your grip, and Spirit says you allowed it. Stop the ones from taking what you have been working hard for. It's time for you not to put up with any bullshit. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. That was quick and that was short, but that was loud. Leos. I need love because I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave. Would you hold my hand? Won't you stay with me? This one is talking about someone staying with them even though they don't love them because they can't stand to be alone. I know this is not love, but would you stay with me? Wow. Leos, it's time to be brave and not do that anymore. Yeah, this is an imbalance. This is you talking right here. Why am I so emotional? Look at the tears. It's not a good look. I need some self-control. You need to get brave. Deep down, I know this never works because that's what you're thinking. But you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Now, won't you stay with me? Now, what's interesting about this is I had a client that I spoke with today, and he really likes this girl, and everyone else is hitting on her. They used to have something together, and they broke it off for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. And now he's interested in her again. He's come back, and she's fighting him, you know, kind of. We know she likes him, but she's protecting her heart like this. And he is freaking out and worrying. He says, you know what? I said, you need to see yourself as a winner. You're not the person you were then. You know, you're an architect. You're not that kid. He's working at a restaurant right now, you know, to make it, while he waits for this architectural job to come through. But he is not just a restaurant hack, right? He's not just a busboy. This guy is educated with a degree, and he's got a fantastic job that he's just about to go to. The only reason he's staying there because of this girl. He likes this girl. But he's so terrified every day that someone's going to take her away. Well, that guy likes her, and this girl likes her, and that guy likes her. And I said, you know what? The problem is you are not seeing who you are. It's like this person. This person will take anyone. This one will take this one to comfort me because I don't want to be alone. I'm afraid to be alone. I don't love her. But I'm afraid to lose. And that's what this client of mine. I said, you need to see yourself as the winner that you are. You are competent. You are capable. You are the catch. You're seeing this girl as the catch. But you need to see yourself as the catch. And when you start to realize that you're the catch, you have no competition. There is zero competition for you. So you don't need to take anybody to hold on to me. Right song right now, you must like me for me. We can't make any promises. My reputation has never been worse, right? You must like me for me. This guy's got a problem. This guy right now, Spirit is saying, there's an imbalance between your feminine and your masculine energy. That's what's going on in your life right now. This female is trying to console you, right? Trying to get your attention, but all you can think about is your fear. And Spirit's saying, you need to balance your feminine energy, your creative energy, your sensitive energy, your openness. You're frozen in emotion here. The yin and the yang is out of whack. You need to be brave. Cut away negative thoughts from the past. Cut away any thoughts that anyone's a competition. Cut away the need to be held by someone else. You can stand on your own. You're being asked to stand on your own. Spirit says, pick up your sword. You are an angel of light. See? Look at you. You need to see yourself that way. You need to express yourself freely. And you need to love yourself like this one is trying to tell you. Love yourself. Stop doing this to yourself. Bring balance back into your world. It's time to be brave. Wow. Wow. And this song, is it too late? Is it, it's delicate. I know it's delicate. My reputation's never been worse. And Spirit's telling you, Leos, you're out of balance. You've been with somebody just so that you weren't alone. And there wasn't love there. You need to be where there is love. Wow. Cut the cords. All right, so now we go to the last, which is the snow scene. Isn't that adorable? I love that. My little snow scene. And that will be air signs. And now we go to the shapeshifters, air signs. I was going to show you guys talking about snow scenes, but check this out. This is insane. I want this so badly. Somebody made this. Your own forest. It's like a, what is that? What are those little gardens? People, they trim a bonsai. But look, they made a whole entire forest and they put it on sleep. This looks like Sturgeon Bay where I live. This looks like Potawatomi Park. I would love to make something like that. I could do that. I could get bonsai trees and moss and grow that on slate. I could do that, but I want that. I said, wouldn't it be cool to have your own forest, right? And here, why did that come up? Oh, because of the little forest. Because look, that's my little forest with the snow. Okay, air signs. Correct for neutrality, shapeshifters. For those who chose the snow scene, your own little forest in a jar. or air signs, what is your message? I love this for all of us. The butterfly doesn't look back at the caterpillar in shame, just as you shouldn't look back at your past in shame. Your past was part of your own transformation. It's meant to happen, right? The butterfly looks back at the caterpillar and thinks, wow, I was that, and look at where I am now, right? Like I said to that client of mine, that's where you were. That's not where you are. And like the ghosts of the past, that's where you were. It's not who you are. We've all changed. None of us are who we were 5 years ago. None of us who we were a year ago. I certainly am not. Air signs. There's a little bit of headbutting right now. Issues. Not blending, so we'll see what's up. Air signs or the little forest. I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field. My heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve like a big deal. I love this song. This song makes me feel close to people in my life. Your love rains down on me like a waterfall. Okay. What's going on in this situation is this is a little dragon that's being protected. This is one of a kind dragon. You see all of these babies here? This is a nursery. And this is, you're someone special. And someone's taking care of you. Or this is talking to you about you caring for the wild ones of the world. This beautiful baby deer. This isn't about making venison stew. This isn't about saying, oh, you're beautiful. You'd look great stacked in my freezer. You're beautiful. You're going to be, I'm going to hunt you. I'm going to kiss you and hug you, and I'm going to hunt you and eat you for dinner. That's not what this is saying. None of these are to be eaten. All of these are to be protected. Don't think I'm getting off on a tangent here, because this is the message of this card. A new world is born. 4 and 5, 9. Lightworker, you've got everything you need to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. This is about becoming vegetarian. This is about no longer eating the animals of the world. This is about protecting the animals of the world. That is literally what this card is about. There's only one of these left. Do you know? You think that's unusual to see a dragon, right? Because there are no little dragons. Well, pretty soon there will be no more deer. Because the bumblebee is on the endangered list. The blue macaw that was it was just featured on Facebook. It was in a movie, a cartoon movie, the Disney movie. It was featured. That animal is no longer exists. There are so many animals, one by one, that have gone extinct in our lifetime. One by one, they are going extinct because we are hunting them and we are not caring for them. We need these animals. We need them to keep this ecosystem flowing. The Bible, I don't care what the Bible says, that from the beast of the field you may have this, that, or the other. That was then, this is now. We have evolved since then. Things have changed. For a truly enlightened being, we will be vegetarian. We are not to be taking meat into our bodies. I know a lot of you are not at that state yet, but you will be as you enlighten. I didn't ever think I could ever do it. I didn't. And then I went and I thought, okay, well, I'll be a pescatarian. I did that for a while, and I ate tuna like crazy. I don't eat any meat. This is about caring for the animals of the world. This is also telling you that there may be somebody in your life that has been caring for you, like you were rare, or you have been caring for someone. And it's time now to come out of this place and out of this little cave where you felt like you were hunted, and come back into the world. And you are like a deer walking gently on your path, because this is new for you. But you are to hold on to your own nobility. Know who you are. Prepare for rapid change. Your creativity is at peak. There's been a major transformation taking place. You are to speak your truth. There is a new beginning at hand. Time to come out and know that you're protected. Those are all the messages. So we start with Gemini. How does this affect you? The Dragonling Guardian. How does this apply to you in your life? Correct for neutrality and rivals. Gemini. Golden Memories in reverse. This is an interesting song. A club isn't the best place to meet a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots. If you come over and start a conversation with me, I swear I'll give it a chance. Girl, you know, I want your love. It was handmade for someone like me, someone special like me. I might be crazy. Boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist. Put that body on me. Come on, follow my lead. Now this was in reverse, Gemini. I'm in love with the shape of you. What happened? This was in reverse. There was somebody that they were supposed to be with this person, but not you. Because right now, this is someone thinking fondly of another, loving them. This song, they're reaching out for one another. This is a memory of somebody reaching out. It's like lava. It's in reverse for you. So why is it in reverse for you? Are you trying to hold on to somebody that someone else, and they're calling out to another? They're in love with them. You're holding on to someone. You need to release them. It's going to begin. Because right now this is talking about someone fondly remembering another. And it doesn't matter. No matter the distance, they will never be disconnected. Gemini, it's in reverse for you. So they are not thinking of you. They're thinking of another. You are not thinking of them. You are thinking of another. Someone's holding on tight to somebody that needs to release them. That little deer. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Libra, how does this affect you? Correct for neutrality on all levels. All of these messages are you or someone in your life, right? Correct for neutrality, but you'll know. The songs don't come on accidentally. They punctuate, because I was going to turn it off. Spirit said no, and right now, someone did not want to hear that. The butting of heads, they do not want to hear that. They do not want to let go. They don't like it. Or they don't want to hear that this person is saying, I'm in love with that person, no matter how the distance. Someone doesn't want to hear something, either let go or hear that. But 9 means it's time to move forward. No procrastination. Libra, how does this affect you in your life? Wow, same thing. Someone does not want to let go. Someone is thinking of another, but not in a positive way. This is thinking of somebody. There's anger. There's anger going on here. Because this is like a volcano. This is like lava spilling upside down. So in the positive, this would be thinking of somebody in a positive way, loving them. No matter the distance, I'm caring for this one. And there's a new beginning. There is not a new beginning here. There's angry words. There's hot-headedness. Someone holding back. Someone not moving forward. Someone not releasing. Maybe there's somebody here that's dangerous that you're protecting somebody from. Wow, Libra, I just got that. There's somebody that you're protecting this little dragon from. Somebody that's you're remembering in a negative way, and you're protecting someone. Are you protecting yourself? Are you shielding yourself? You're thinking something negative. A memory in a negative way. Wait till you're announced. We've not yet used all of our graces, Spirit says. We've got something up our sleeve. The dogs will stay in chains. This little one will not be hurt. Now, why is this a different story for Gemini? Because it's a different message now. It's coming through. This is a dangerous situation you're protecting the little one from. But wait till you're announced. The dogs will stay in chains. Everyone's competing for a love they won't receive. Wow. You don't have to worry about this one. Gemini's competing for a love they won't receive, or they don't want to allow someone to go forward. This one, you're protecting this little one, worrying about this. But Spirit says, we've got something up our sleeve. You don't have to protect. You don't have to worry. They're not going to get them. Because what the palace wants is release. We want you to let go. Let go of this little one that you're trying to protect. Let go of this inner child within you that you're trying to protect, Libra. Spirit's got something up their sleeve. Even the comatose, they don't dance and tell. We're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. That's what came out for you, Libra. There is a danger here. You're worrying. You're remembering something negative. Gemini, I'm going to go back for you too. You may have been focusing on something in the past also that was dangerous to you and holding yourself tight, not wanting to let it go. I'm kind of over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So in your situation, Libra, somebody keeps trying and trying and they're getting really frustrated. Let go of the... So the cups got broke. Glass beneath our feet. But it wasn't my fault. Everyone's competing for a love they won't receive. The palace wants release. Let go of the past. Let go of the negative memories. Let go of it. Something happened and you feel like a victim. not realizing that other people were victims as well. You weren't the only one. You've been focused on your own sadness and your own pain, protecting your own heart. Spirit says it's time to come out of that cave that you've been hiding, from that place of solitude. You are protected. This goes for Gemini as well. You've been focusing on your pain, but you weren't the only one that was hurt. There were other people that were victims as well. Release it. That's for both of you guys. Wow. Who was this? Libra, Gemini. So Aquarius, how does this affect you in your life? My daughter rescues chameleons and bearded dragons. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You may have been protecting someone, and Spirit says it's okay for them to come out. We want you to release them now. Someone may be released from us. You may have memories of somebody. You may be thinking about someone, and they may have been in jail. They may have been in rehab. They may have been somewhere else, and they've been released, and they're a toxic energy, and you're worried about that. Don't worry. Spirit says you're safe. There's been a transformation. Walk gently on your path, but you're going to be okay. We're on each other's team. Spirit's got your back. That works for Gemini and Libra. Correct for neutrality on all levels, Aquarius. Relationship. Sea puppy and the mermaid angel. Now she's back from that atmosphere. Drops of Jupiter in her hair. Are you struggling to find a relationship? Are you trying to find someone to love? She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me, there's a time to change. There's a time to change. There's transformation happening here. Because your mirrors with others represent the relationship with yourself. Since her return from the stay on the moon, she talks like June. This dolphin represents happiness, playfulness. Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights are all faded and heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall from a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? Every one of us has scars. Nobody wants a knight in shining armor because he's not been through battle. He hasn't even begun to know himself. You want the knight that's got the cups broken beneath his feet. That's the Grail Knight. Now that she's back from that soul vacation, waving her way through the constellation, that's the dark night of the soul. She checks out Mozart by doing Taibou. Reminds me there's room to grow. There's time to grow, right? This is about playing. This is about lightening your energy. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid she'll think of me, plain old Jane, a guy who was so afraid to fly that he never did land. But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? And did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Head back to the Milky Way? Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you thought you'd find? And did you miss me while you were looking out for yourself out there? You know the part that I love most? This relationship? Everything that you see in another is a reflection of you. You want love, you need to be love. Can you imagine this is amazing, your best friend always sticking up for you, even when I know you're wrong. First dance, freeze-dried romance, 5-hour conversation, best soy latte you ever had in me. Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Head back from the Milky Way and tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way? The Milky Way, the mothering, nurturing, loving, self-love. This is what you need to find out that heaven is overrated. It's all right down here. This is where we live, here. We don't live up in spirit. We live here. We're spiritual creatures having a human experience. And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there on this dark night of the soul? Because it's time to come back. It's time to play. It's time to come out of this space of recluse. where you've hidden away, where you've afraid and you've been protecting yourself. It's time to lighten up your energy and come out and play again. Use those wings and fly. You're looking for a relationship. Whatever is lacking in the relationship is something lacking in you. So you need to learn to love yourself and be honest with yourself and be transparent with others and watch relationships change. But you're not going to have any of that happen when you're hiding out in a cave. It's time to join the world again. Amazing, amazing reading, you guys. I love this whole reading. I'm going to post it. I love you guys.